All right, mic check, mic check. Morning Masters Podcast, your host, Main, of course. I got a special guest across from me, man. I got Trap Norris in the building. What's going on, man?
Yo, what's going on?
How you been, man?
I'm still here.
Yeah, it's funny. I talked to you over air. I said, "Yo, where you been the last couple years, man? Like, how you able to go off the grid like that and just pop back up and start putting out music like nothing happened?" Because to me, that's how I saw it. Like, I see you come back. Because last time I might have talked to you or had some kind of any kind of communication, like 2017, maybe 2018. And then, I don't know, I just didn't see. And then the next thing I know, you pop back up and you got music, videos. Then you doing numbers too. So
that's the difference. The grind and the approach.
I got you.
You know what I'm saying? Just, get off grid.
Now, obviously, you rap, you're an artist. What I want to do with this, I want to talk to you. I want to just kind of give people an introduction to who you are. Some things maybe they can't get through music, so you gotta kind of express certain things. So let's kind of go into like where you was born, raised, where you from. Let's start from there and kind of work our way up.
I was born in Marietta, Georgia, Kennestone Hospital.
Hey, it's not Atlanta. No, I'm fucking with you.
Hell no, it's definitely. Hey, why you playing? Hell no, it's definitely not Atlanta. Like you ain't gotta worry about. I was gonna say that for you. You know what I'm saying? But matter of fact, I'm from Cobb County, where she shot the video. That's not Atlanta. But anywho, that's neither here nor there. But shit. I moved to Augusta like 2001.
What made you move? Like
my mama.
Okay,
yeah. So I don't know. I don't know what made her move, but shit, I don't know. But I think I'm more like her as I got older and realized like we just like being on our own. You know what I'm saying? Because it's like me now. It's a flex to be in Augusta by myself and really maneuver how I maneuver. Like because I don't have my cousin and be those crutches because where I'm from. They name and stuff. It means a lot. Like I think I think it's certain people that probably don't like me, but that's so and so cousin. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's just me though.
It's a feeling of independent, like independency. Like,
and I always feel like I do better and be focused because when I stayed up there, I be at my cousin's house or every day I be at a different cousin's house. And next thing you know, shit, I ain't did shit with myself.
Yeah.
Don't worry, don't do nothing. So
let me go back a little bit. So like describe your upbringing because I know you said you moved in here with your mom in about 2001, right?
Yeah.
So what was your upbringing like? You the oldest? You the sibling wise? Like,
yeah, I am the oldest, man, on both sides, man. I'm the oldest on my mama's side, oldest on my daddy's side, man. And my upbringing, shit, my mama, of course, she wasn't my daddy, so she was a single mama. But my mama, she had the grind. Like, I had cable at my mama's house, you know what I'm saying? But I was blessed to still know my daddy, but, like, that was, you know what I'm saying? My grandma, to this day, they still stay, you know what I'm saying? Like, in the trenches, you know what I'm saying? Right. All their life, that's all they know. So I was really blessed with the balance, you know what I'm saying?
How did that feel though? But how like describe to me, not now, but when you were a kid, like what was that balance like? Like did you like to go over there to the quote unquote, let's say trenches?
Yeah. I ain't gonna lie. That's why I hate to get off subject, but that's why it's important to spend time with your child, you know what I'm saying? Money and everything. And I'm not shooting no shot to my mama, but you made me think about something. I ain't give a fuck about that. The fact that my grandma let me have my way, shit, I'm going over here. I don't care we had to boil the water. I'm just gonna be 1,000. I don't care we had to boil the water, shit. I acted different, I that's what I learned, like, oh shit. My grandma gonna let me have my way, you know what I'm saying? My mama, shit, by the time I was 9 and 10, I was ironing her work clothes, you know what I'm saying?
Too much
responsibility.
Like, you know what I'm saying?
Responsibility. Bro, I ain't gonna lie, that's the only person I'm scared of, bro. I don't play with my mama, man.
Well, I'm gonna tell you this, like I don't know her, right? But I from when I met you, which you're getting to in a minute, when I met you, right? I just always felt like, because I remember having a conversation about you a couple months ago, right?
Yeah.
And I always assumed like, yo, he come from a good home.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not knowing your background.
Yeah.
And now it made more sense as to the validity in your.
That's why I didn't go to
music.
Butler my last year because
I wasn't there no more.
Yeah. See, like my last year, I didn't go to Butler. I really was about to get kept back again, and I had to go to summer school, dog. But my 10th grade year, I already had to go to summer school. So my mama told me my 11th grade year, I got to pay for my own summer school to make it to the 12th grade. So I've been working since I was 16, you know what I'm saying? So I did it, but I wasn't going to school. So I still got kicked out in summer school, because I wasn't going. So I went to my grandma's house and went to high school up there my last year, you know what I'm saying? So
you finished?
No, still didn't finish. You know what I'm saying? Like, got some other shit going,
it's not no knock on you, but I wanted to address that. I will say that, like, people that I've known that, and shout out to all the grandmasters. Grandmasters, that's like the most amazing mom you can have, because they can't be, they're not strict as your mom.
Yeah.
but they're also not as strict as they were when they were a mom.
No, hell no. I see it with my mom and my child.
You see it?
I see it.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's a gift and a curse because granted, your mom gonna always want what's best for you. You don't know when you were a kid. You just feel like you feel like they're against you.
Man,
they feel like they strict, but really they kind of preparing you for life.
Most definitely.
You know what I'm saying? They're preparing you for life, and it's like grandma is gonna coddle you because that's her job. Her job is to coddle you. I want you my baby.
Yeah, most definitely.
You know?
Yeah, and I hate that now.
But as kids, we gonna go to our grandma because mommy's mean.
Yeah.
Why am I ironing her clothes for? I'm only 9 years old, grandma.
Yeah. Like mine's everything. Like
So I like that you said that because that it creates a different conversation. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah.
So shout out to you for being honest.
Oh no, I'm a hell yeah.
But like,
nothing to lie about.
Like, what's the relationship like with you and your mom? Not now, but as you came up, like, were y'all ever at odds? Did you ever feel like she just was on you too much, or like, did you feel like it was a lot of pressure as she was raising you?
Man,
I didn't see that from you growing up, but now talking to you, I'm getting to know a little more about you.
Hell no, man. I ain't gonna lie. Like, to be real, I love you, mama. But to be real, like, shit, I thought the shit was normal. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, like, to this day, man, like, I got a girl, you know what I'm saying? I got 3 boys of my own, you know what I'm saying? And I am the whole provider, you know what I'm saying, of a household.
Shout out to you, man.
I cook and everything, you feel me? Like, I don't do it now, but I'm just saying I can do that, you feel me? Like, I can wash clothes, like, I can script the whole house and like clean it. Like I get up early, like I can't help it. I be dressed just in case you want to go somewhere, cause that's what my mama always taught me, bro. And you know what I'm saying? Like you said, as a child might seem lame as hell, but shit, bro, my old lady love me to death, bro. You know what I'm talking about? You know what I'm saying?
Listen, you gotta say like your mom raised a good man.
Yeah,
bro.
You know what I'm saying?
Honestly, cause most men like we want that in our spouse. We want them to wash, clean, and cook.
Yeah.
Your mom raised you to not even need
I mean, don't get me wrong now. My girl do it though. But I'm just saying, I'm just saying, like, bro, I can do it, and I love to do it. Like, I love to cook.
That's dope though.
You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah.
See, look, we only 7 minutes in. We find out more about trap. You know what I'm saying? Like,
most definitely, man.
I ain't never heard that in the bar. You know
yeah.
But all right, so to continue the story though, like, all right, so you come down here to Augusta. What's that like? For you, as far as like the change, because Augusta is obviously slower than other places.
Man,
just living wise.
Most definitely, yeah. But now I like it because like when I go back home's too fast now for me. You know what I'm saying? Like I think I tell everybody Augusta is like the median. Like it's not too fast, it's not too slow. I think it's just right there in the middle. You know what I'm saying? Like
Augusta is a beautiful place, bro. Like I don't. And me being from Brooklyn, not saying that it's just better than Marietta, but you know, it's Brooklyn, right? But me being from Brooklyn, like I don't think I would change anything in my life, and I love where I'm at now. So people would ask me, why you move back? Why you move back?
Most definitely.
Once you come down here and you embrace what you embrace, Augusta got so much history and it's so beautiful. It's such a lovely place. I learned how to drive. I had a car.
Yeah.
Girl, you know, I got my kids here. You know what I'm saying? It's like,
see, same thing with
just
me.
So
like,
much stuff here. Like, but where I just like you, most likely, like, because you from where the part of where you're from, trench wise. I'm from that as well. Yeah, I'm not trying to go raise my daughters up there. And like, I know what I had to go through. I know I had to fight through. I don't want them to do the same thing. And you got boys. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I can see that. But so you come down here. What's it like? You know, in school. What's your schooling like?
Man, school was straight. Well.
How are you, rather? How are you? Like, how are you in school as a kid? Because I know you from playing sports. We ball, we hoop and stuff. You can hoop.
Man, I pretty much in school like how I am in life. Like, you know, if you know me, you know me. You know what I'm saying? But I pretty was just, you know, I'm just there. But in the class, I ain't gonna lie, I was class clown. You know, just regular stuff. But I don't know. The average story, bro. Lazy. You know what I'm saying? Wasn't doing nothing. Then I started working, falling asleep in class. I was trying to hoop, but that ain't work out good. I got out to a bad start. So
hey, I want to address it because we spoke about it, right? And I got a good memory, right? And one of the things I like about what I do now is the fact that I never felt like I was better than, and basketball, of course, I'm talking life, better than to anybody to speak to, this, that, and third. I just was myself, right? And me and you always had a relationship. We spoke here and there, right? And I was saying how sometime on a bus in the morning, you would ask me. Yeah. Our bus was the second stop.
Yeah, most definitely.
Right in front of my house, though. And I miss it sometimes, but I don't know how, but right in front of my house. And sometimes we get in a bus. And because, like, I'm thinking you're from here. Yeah. You know, because when I got down here, I just knew who I knew.
Yeah.
I ain't know your background. I never asked.
Nah,
I never
yeah,
talked.
yeah,
You know, I
yeah.
barely talked, right?
Yeah.
And I remember he used the app in the morning, like, New York. Everybody called me New York. He's like, yo, what happened last night in the game? Like, bro, we won. You know, I don't know. You know, oh, what you do? 4 points. Me just lying, you know.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to tell my head, you know, but
Yeah.
you spoke about how hard it is to go from.
But you want to know why? I just waited till we got on air though. But you want to know why I used to ask you though? Because I respected your game the same way you respected mine. So you was like the big homie because you know
I appreciate that.
You was at a level that I was trying to get to. Like I wasn't on the team yet, so that's why I was. You know what I'm saying? Because I hoop with you. You know, because you know what I'm saying. If you ain't at practice, we hooping. You feel me? So
definitely.
That's why I was so in tune asking like, "Hey, nigga, what you get?" You know what I'm saying?
I never felt annoyed by it. Like, it was just because you the only one asking, and I was happy, you know. But at the same time, it was like. I also, now that you say that, I realized that a lot of people didn't like that either because I had came down here.
Oh,
and if anybody know my story, I didn't go try out. I went to tryouts and I stood there because my grandma made me go to tryouts. But they asked me to play because people that I played in PE, they was like, yo, why are you not trying out?
Yeah,
like,
bro,
I want to. But all the people that played on varsity was saying, no, he can hoop, let him play. And that's how I got on. So people that tried out was mad, like, he ain't play with us, he ain't try out. I'm like, but I bust your ass in PE like 5 times. What you think gonna happen? You know what I'm saying? So it just, now I'm thinking about it, it's funny that, you know, you say that.
That's something that just come with this beautiful city, man. Because it still ain't changed now.
At all. But people, I noticed that in cities like this, people don't like change a lot of times. So like, if you're not like born and raised, it's like you're an outcast anyway. You got to kind of work your way in unless they just pull you in. Luckily, me being from New York, it's an attractive city, attractive place. People wanted to know more about me anyway. You know what I'm saying? And it's funny because like we might have two different things because if you come down, you still quote unquote country. I'm just say that right.
Most definitely.
Accent wise. So they may not even know you're not from here. But for me, it's like he dressed different. He looked different. He ain't really speaking. You know, like he talked different. So let's find out about him. So it is a difference in that. So I can see that because me and you got the same story from him. We're not from here. We just kind of came down and made it at home. So I kind of want to a little bit fast forward though, but like I do got one story that's funny, like, and I don't know if you remember this. I don't know, right? I'm real big on family. You got siblings? You got a little brother, right?
I got 2 little brothers.
I remember one of them because I'm gonna tell you why I remember, right? So I got a little brother too. And
I ain't no telling what the hell.
Nah, it's something funny. I probably it ain't nothing bad, I promise. But I love my little brother. Everybody know we got a good relationship. You know what I'm saying? He ended up being a way better player than I was.
Hey, Dunn tried to dunk on me one time too, bro.
He did?
Yeah.
He's a monster.
Yeah, Grace Wood. He was out there with that's when he was out there with Jamaris and a couple more other guys.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tried.
I didn't know who he was.
Yeah, he didn't. Like, hey, I didn't know who he was either. But then when I started seeing his highlights, I said, damn, like, I took more pride of saying, like, hey, that little young nigga tried to dunk on me. You know what I'm saying?
I'm gonna tell you a story right now. You can be like, damn, that's crazy. If you remember this, you might remember this. I just got a good memory.
Yeah, me too, but you gonna see.
Halloween.
Yeah, we jumping out the trash can.
Yeah, y'all scared the hell out of my brother. Y'all scared the hell out of my brother. I remember he ran. Like, what the and like I said, that's what made me think about you coming from a good home.
Bro, we was just close knit. My mom, she was just big on family. And you know
that's
what
dope
I'm saying?
though.
And like, I don't know, we always been like, I'm an old soul, bro. So we always been different. Like, fuck giving out candy. Like, we enjoy it. You know what I'm saying? Just entertaining people. Like, trying to make people laugh. But let me tell a story real quick. What really inspired us, man, I was like 6 or 7. This when I stayed in Cobb County. Me and my cousins, we going trick-or-treating. We get to this door, and they got a scarecrow in the yard, dog. But it's a real man, bro. Man, he grabbed my cousin, bro. My cousin did a flip. I'm talking about I lost all his candy. I'm talking about on God, on everything I love, bro. And that just always, we know, you know what I'm saying? Like, so, you know, man, especially as I get older and start losing people, you know what I'm saying? Life is more about like the memories, you know what I'm saying? Because I can't tell you not one piece of candy I got that night, but I never forget the scarecrow, you know what I'm saying? Jumping up and this nigga losing all his candy, you know what I'm saying? Candy flying everywhere, you know what I'm saying? So that's really where shit like that come from, you know what I'm saying? So
now I know, like, obviously me knowing your upbringing, your background, so you know you got tale of two different families. You got mom who was more strict, trying to pay for life. Other side who was more laid back, just like coddling. So you get older, you growing up now. You working, you're working towards your own things. You leave, you go to go back to Cobb County, I guess. Right? When you don't finish school. At what point do you start doing music though, or rapping?
Man, I've been started, man. This probably like right after I left, man. But I really always like snuck and like wrote little shit.
I think I'm gonna say every. I can't say every boy, but majority of teenage boys.
Yeah.
For some reason, we got this thing. Maybe because we like rap, we think we can do it.
Yeah.
So everybody's secretly kind of right there. Rhymes, you know.
I just used to play around with it, but I ain't gonna lie. Everything to now, it's always been genuine. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't finna rap about. You know, it's all. You know what I'm saying? I'm just expressing myself, really.
Right.
And I got a cousin that I look up to, man, and shit. You know, this was the time when you had the radio player, bro, and they'll put a tape in, and then you got there had a little CD player, and then you'll play the beat, but you'll press record. Like, I fucked up so many of my mama tapes like that, bro. You know, like
the little cassette tape.
Yeah. Like, I was making my own little mixtapes, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So one day, I was at my auntie house, bro, and I put this in a song. I was at my auntie house, and we was playing, NBA Live, and my cousin them had whooped my ass, so I had to wait for him and his brother to play the game. So I went back in my corner and I pressed play and just put my tape on and shit. So my older cousin, like, and this the nigga I look up to. So he like, damn, bro. He like, bro, you straight. You know what I'm saying? He like, bro, he ain't this fat, but I think I said his name and shit. You know, I'm basically saying like, we riding down the street, you know, we probably just rolled down the street. So, and that shit just stuck with me, bro. He always just goddamn told me like, and you know how it's certain people you value their opinion.
Oh, definitely.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, you I always say don't worry about what nobody think, but there's certain people you do really care what they think about you. You know what I'm saying? So that was like the push that I needed, that I started. And Kyrie West was like another big push for me. You know what I'm saying? That really like, my cousin made me like rap, but Kyrie like got me in the mind to like think about this shit as like, this could be my career type shit. You know what I'm saying? So that what really like got me on that, and then shit.
That's dope, though. Like, shout out to Kyrie, by the way. Too.
Yeah. Shout out to Kyrie for real.
Yeah, that's dope. I used to bust his ass a lot in basketball. Shout out to Kyrie. Shout out to Kyrie though. He the homie though, but yeah, he can.
I ain't gonna speak, man. He got to be right here to defend himself. I ain't gonna speak on that.
Kyrie was the homie. We worked. Yeah, we pretty cool though.
Oh yeah, I already know.
But he know what's up though.
I can't speak. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You probably did bust his ass, so I can't defend him, or I can't say. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, shout out to Kyrie, man. I always felt like the man when he guarded me. Now let me stop. He was nice though, for real. But yeah, so you start, right? You rapping, and I know at what point you start taking seriously where like you investing in yourself now, like, or you getting invested in, whether you making video, you going to the studio, like what's that experience like when you first start?
Shit, man.
And how hard was it to because to the naked eye, we talk about this off air too. The naked eye, if people like me or you who don't have a quote unquote 30-20 fights known, right?
Yeah.
But you might have checked somebody like, yo, don't do this, don't do that. Yeah. Because the way we carry ourselves, we don't have to get physical all the time because we just stop at the front door, right? And sometimes I feel like when you do that, it gives you a narrative of like, oh, he's just a quiet person.
Yeah.
Like, no, I'm not quiet. You know what I'm saying? Just that I ain't loud. You know?
Yeah.
And so when you start coming out rapping is so much of an aggressive sport rather. Yeah. It's like they feel like you need certain credentials to say you're a rapper.
Yeah.
You have to. Who'd you shoot?
Yeah.
Who'd you shoot,
nigga?
Yeah. I know you too, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Like so, what the fuck? Is we still talking about rap? You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. So, how was that like? Just coming out, as far as saying like, hey, y'all know me as such and such, but I'm now this. I'm a rapper, like, and this is who I am. What's that like coming out as a rapper to people, especially back then? Because nowadays, it's always been like a negative connotation, especially with women, because they feel like every local rapper is horrible until that local rapper blow up, I guess. Whatever. Yeah. Now it's more worse because I feel like they joke on it too much now. Yeah. But back then you could take it more seriously because you can still be nice. People respected the craft a little more back then. Yeah. So what was that like coming out as a rapper, like saying, oh yeah, this is me, that's what I'm doing now?
Shit, to be honest with you, I had got more support back then, type shit.
It's usually how it goes. I feel like when you first start something, you support.
Yeah.
But my theory is always too, it is not always quote unquote support. Some people think that's not gonna last long. So they're like, I'm just gonna say whatever. Some people just they won't even support you, so to speak, but they'll act like they're doing it so just in case you do blow up, like, hey, remember I said you was nice, remember me.
Man, but no, it's just like I said, I felt like more support, you know what I'm saying? Like I felt like I don't know. I don't put the work in and shit now, but it's like I put the work in their face. But it's crazy that you say like I come out of nowhere because it's crazy, bro. In 2014 or 2013, 2014, I dropped 10 projects in the year span. I dropped 3 on live. I dropped 3 on live mixtapes. You know what I'm saying? So like I really been doing like music for a long time. And to be real, I hate to get off subject, but if we want to be honest, like this last project I just did, shit, honestly, this shit was really like some farewell type of shit, you know what I'm saying? But I dropped the first video off this project and that bitch went crazy. You know what I'm saying?
So, a lot of views on that too.
So I'm like, damn, you know. So now, you know, I got the motivation, you know, and music done took, you asked the right question, so you probably, but music done took another turn for me, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, when I was ready to give up on it, like, I found another purpose in it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't accomplished, like, nothing beneficial, but I accomplished everything beneficial, bro. Like, in the last 6 months, bro, me working towards my music and grinding, like, me and my dad have became closer, you know what I'm saying? Like, he done been in my videos and shit, you know what I'm saying? Like, he done did shit dope. I know he ain't never thought, you know what I'm saying, that he'll do, you know what I'm saying? And like, I don't want to put nobody on blast, but like my events, my music events got certain family members being around each other that we had never thought be around each other. You know what I'm saying? Like I lost my partner, I lost my grandma, but you ride down the street on Wizard Spring, you gonna see them on the billboard. So, you know, it's like, man, man, my daddy and my brother in the chain gang, they talked for the first time today. All because of me, bro. Because of the relationship I built off of music. You know what I'm saying? Like, so now it's just
can't leave it alone. It's just doing so much
like,
for you.
Yeah, bro. Like it mean way more than the music. Like
I yesterday I did a podcast and I'm gonna send it to you so you'll watch. But I did a podcast and we talked a lot about what art is, because rap is art, music is art, right? And art, I kept using this word, but I'm gonna keep using it anyway. It's like it's really a conduit to a lot of things. It'll connect a lot of things that won't be connected without that art. Yeah. So you talking about your project in the last 6 months, your grind, right? All that stuff is like it's connecting these things. So like the billboard, your dad, the closest relationship, all that's coming from this art. Yeah. That you almost pretty much gave up. You know what I'm saying? But sometimes it's how it is. Like sometimes it takes like, I don't know, it takes that crunch time, that crunch time project, that crunch time painting, that artistry to start bringing all these things together. Whereas before, maybe your goals is different now from this project because it was farewell, because it was supposed to be a certain thing. Like maybe your goal was just different as far as what you wanted out of the project versus before. Yeah, you know, and I think a lot of times setting them small end goals it helped. Yeah. But I don't know, because it's crazy you say that. I think it jinx you too, because that's one thing usually me and my boy, shout out Michael Freddy, but me and Michael Freddy, we used to have a bad habit when we shoot videos. As we shooting the video, we'll be like, well, they be finna get such and such views. You know what I'm saying? And the first video, part 2, that we did not say anything about, like we didn't intentionally do it, but just coincidentally, nobody said nothing about how many views we're gonna get while we were shooting the video. And they got 70,000 views on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? And almost 200,000 views on Facebook. So I do think it's jinx, you know what I'm saying? I told him, I was like, shit, from now on, bro, I ain't never saying how many views this bitch gonna get. But you know what, me and you spoke about something off camera before we started about genuine and organicness, right? Yeah. And I think sometimes that's what it is too. Y'all not speaking about it made everything be so organic as well. Yeah. Like, I think sometimes when you speak stuff into fruition and you start, it's nothing wrong with doing that. Yeah. But sometimes you can, quote unquote, 1, jinx yourself, or 2, put this pressure. And then now you feel like a failure because you didn't. What you said you were going to do, you didn't do. You didn't do it. It's going to get 25,000 views, and it's at 250 for like 2 weeks. And it's like, damn. Yeah. Now you depressed. Now you feeling a little down on yourself. Yeah. Whereas if you just put the music out and you just go, you know what I'm saying? Like, whoever like it, whoever don't like it, you know, and you go from there. And you saying like the farewell project, but honestly, that's kind of what it be sometimes. It's no goals. It's like, I'm putting this out there, I'm doing it for them. Yeah. You did it for people you love. You did it for a purpose, not no number, you know? Yeah. And I think probably the music probably even sound better than. No, most definitely. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because I dropped the album last year, February the 1st. I had dropped Trap Beezy. And
That's why I said like shit. I still been dropping music, but like last year was like me coming
but
out
you
the
don't do
hole.
the social media though. Like you be on a hiatus. So and it's hard to even think about that. Oh, I'm gonna get 25K views. How are you not posting nothing on social media? You know, you might have dropped it.
Yeah.
Said, hey y'all, I got this, and then it went away. And it's like, well,
yeah.
No, like how can I? Nobody gonna know.
Yeah.
You gotta kind of be. I hate to say it, but you kind of gotta be on social media. That's kind of how the way.
Yeah, bro. I ain't gonna lie.
Some people afford it not to, but you have to.
Yeah.
I see you on there a lot more often now. Even how you respond. I don't respond to messages quick. I ain't gonna lie.
Hell no,
I see you respond quicker.
I be trying.
You don't vent that much no more. You just be to yourself.
Oh yeah. I learned, bro. That shit don't look good. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, you know what I'm saying? I don't mean no harm, but that shit just don't look good. Like, fuck y'all don't want to support my shit. Fuck you. You know what I'm saying? And then link in bio, but you still sharing your shit. Like, you done got so aggressive done to put a gun to these folk head, and you think they finna play on this shit. You know what I'm saying?
You know what? You're right. I'm going to support you now, right?
You know what I'm saying? Like,
let me ask you this though, like, cause you. And I'm not. I always say that I don't have people on the show that I feel like not talented.
Yeah,
I feel like I see something in them, right? And obviously, I mean, you got some kind of history because I know you also, but and not that much. I'm learning more about you now.
Yeah,
but with you being as talented as you are, and I'm not. I don't want you to think I'm asking this question as far as like to say that should be fucking me up too.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I don't think that's the question to be like this person, that person, but the talent you do have. Versus some of the talent that you may see in the city and the support they do get, right?
Yeah.
Does that just ever discourage you with like, I know I'm better than this person, or I know I'm putting more work in than this person, or I know I'm doing it the right way, but maybe XYZ is getting all the love, support to where you make it feel like it's just political and like it's no way I can ever gain that support from here.
No, man. Hell no. I ain't gonna lie. I think that's my grind speak for itself, but man, like if you really sit down and talk to me, or if you know me, or just the way I carry myself, man, like hell no, like what you eat don't make me shit. You know what I'm saying? So
what's up?
I don't really care. And I ain't gonna lie, man. My partner, he told me something. Like, shit. Well, I ain't even gonna use that because I can't really explain it. I want to be able to break it down. I'm gonna break it down to you like this. It's phases in music, you know what I'm saying? So when you an artist, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna always have longevity. So it's all about longevity. But 9 times out of 10, the longest road, you know what I'm saying, you ain't gonna get there first. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is, you know. I support everybody who got shit going on, you know. I just got my head down grinding.
Stay in your own lane.
Yeah, I just got my, you know what I'm saying? Like, I try to make sure I show the support and shit. But honestly, bro, I be so locked in on what I want, you know what I'm saying? Because I ain't gonna lie, I love Augusta, you know what I'm saying? And I kind of semi-care what they think. But at the end of the day, Augusta ain't nothing but 200,000 population. So they can't make me go viral just by themselves. So my full focus is not just on the city. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm right here. I've been right here. You know what I'm saying? Either they gonna get with it or I'm not gonna dwell on it. You know what I'm saying? Because eventually they gonna fuck with me. You know what I'm saying? But I definitely can see the city fucking with me a little bit better now. But I mean, that's really not no goal, bro. Because I be chasing pennies when there's dollars out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's dope.
When you get, bro, it's, baby, I love you, but I gotta use this analogy. It's like a nigga trying to be in the streets to get hoes instead of getting the money. You know what I'm saying? Because if you get the money, that's the perks.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're right.
So if I can get my music on a global level, bro, the city is a perk.
Yeah, definitely.
You know what I'm saying?
But you ain't saying nothing wrong.
It's 100 ways to skin a cat. You know what I'm saying? Like, shit, I ain't tripping on none of that.
So I want to kind of get into your newest project. I want you to kind of explain some things too, and I want to talk about some things regarding your project too.
Okay.
Up to now, how many projects would you say you put out before this last one?
Probably like 18, 19.
So it's pretty much an overload of music.
Yeah.
With your art, do you feel like you've grown musically? And then if you have grown musically, where are some things you feel like you might have least concentrated in and kind of focused more in to make that music better?
This gonna sound crazy because I know you and I know you on the same shit I'm on. But honestly, the bars, like, I had to learn, like, people don't give a fuck about the bars.
Dog, that's why when I ask you that question, that's what I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about that.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like, people don't give a fuck about the bars. You know, it's more of how you say some shit than what you say these days.
Bring your mic down a little bit. just cause you chill with them.
Yeah.
But I say that because I'm gonna use. I know it's gonna sound weird. I'm gonna use Lloyd Banks as an example.
Yeah.
Don't kill me, right? I'm a big Banks fan, right? But back in that days, he had a lot of punchlines.
Yeah.
I noticed that he had stopped, but his flow had got 1,000 times better.
Yeah.
Because he wasn't so much focused on saying this, like this, as that. Like no more similes, no more metaphors. It's more like I'm gonna give you some straight flow type. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Lil Baby don't really be saying a lot of stuff, but his flow is immaculate.
Yeah,
so it's like,
most definitely.
You kind of rock with it. And I think, from what we like to rap, it was always like, yo, we gotta have the nicest bars. I gotta have bars better than Wayne. But it's like, then the music be trash. Cause like you got these bars, but it don't go with what you're saying. You got a love song. You talking about how you gonna kill a nigga in a verse. That makes no sense.
I mean, it just wasn't even, well, for me, it was just really just the whole approach. You know what I'm saying? It was just my whole approach. Like, it's crazy. Like, I think I didn't sing, but at the same time, I think I still was like on some Rod Wave type of shit. Like at first, like that was niggas be like, bro, you can rap, bro, but that shit depressed, bro. I don't want to hear about that shit because it be real. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna keep it all the way 100, bro. And then I even got to a point.
You do got a lot. I've heard some. I heard a lot of your songs,
you know
in the past. Like,
but you know what I'm saying? Like,
it was not too much upbeat music. But then again, you could have not been in the upbeat space.
Yeah, exactly.
I had a conversation earlier today, and I was talking to somebody who also raps.
Yeah,
I'm gonna get that down with each other. Matter of fact, man, I was telling him like, yo, I know it's probably hard for you to make music right now because you're probably going through some stuff.
Yeah,
and when you're going through stuff, you can't make the kind of music that you want to make.
No,
you gotta make what you're going through. Mm-hmm. Certain artists that are true to the craft and they don't believe in just rapping about anything.
Yeah.
You know,
I can't do that.
It's almost impossible.
Yeah, I ain't
because then
doing
you're gonna make a flimsy record because you're trying to put yourself in a space you're not in.
Yeah.
So even for you, like 2015, 2014, me hearing the songs, I don't know you're going through something, but I kind of know because of the content of music. Like everything he put out is like this, so it must be the type of mood he in, you know? So that's dope. I mean, that you say that, because it kind of goes hand in hand.
And I'm going to tell you what really did it for me, man. I just got to thinking because I love music. So I got to a point where, and if you're a musician, I'm going to give you some free game, man. A local musician. I got to a point where I started asking myself, how can I sit in my room and listen to this one song over and over again, but I felt like I ain't have a song in my catalog that I would be willing to listen to all night. Mm. And I just started breaking down music. Like every time I listen to music, bro, I start studying that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I start studying that Lil Baby don't pronounce certain words all the way. I just start studying you know what I'm saying? Like I start studying the way people say shit. You know what I'm saying? Like I started watching my kids. I started watching my girl when certain songs was on to see what part they like. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the energy and everything. And then another thing I had to accept, like I be the main critic to talk shit about auto-tune, but 70% of every music right now got some kind of melody in it. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying?
I think from the era we are from though, like we shut ourselves out from so many things. We like, we not doing all this. That's corny. Whole say that's whack. That's whack. Man, that's kind of stupid. You know, like they probably use it, and we just don't know because they might mask it. But a lot of music has that in it. So I agree with you. Now, it's just dope to have an artist be so upfront about it, because a lot of artists will tell you, well, not every artist the same too. Some artists go in the studio and just say some BS and leave the studio.
Yeah.
And to each his own. If you make good music, you make good music. I don't care how you make it. You know, that's on you. I do like my artists to be genuine and true. Like, it's hard for me to really like an artist that I feel like ain't living what they're talking about.
Yeah.
That's just me though. I'm not saying you can't make good music. I just know that I won't like you as an artist. I will listen to his song.
It definitely be a spoiler alert.
Yeah. It's like, and I'm not dissing him. I ain't gonna diss him. But like, I'm not a big Rick Ross fan. He can rap his ass off though. I'm gonna tell you, he rap his ass off.
Goddamn, you finna get both of us fucked up. I don't fuck with Rick Ross either, bro.
I just don't.
I don't. Yeah, me neither. I do not like. I like his hustle. Yeah.
He can rap.
I respect his hustle.
He do his thing.
Yeah,
but I never forgive him for that time when he lied about something he didn't have to, because you was a grown man then.
Yeah.
You didn't have to lie about it. So now how can I believe you going forward?
Yeah.
You was grown. You have to, you have to lie. Yeah. You say you hustling every day. You was a CEO. You was hustling, but either way, long story short, it has to be some kind of genuine.
Oh yeah, most definitely.
I'm a big 50 fan.
Yeah.
Probably know I don't like Ross either, but I'm a big 50 fan. I know his background. He really into it, really real gangsters that got documentaries on themselves.
Yeah.
You can't fake that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Certain rappers that I just feel like, or certain artists I feel like are genuine and it's really about what they're about.
Yeah.
That's all. I don't have no problem with I don't, if you fake, you fake.
Yeah.
I like your music, but I won't like you.
Yeah.
So that's all.
Yeah, it is. And I get what you're saying. It ain't even about that you ain't did nothing. It's just the whole point that you're lying. You're faking.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Rick Ross song come on, my whole mood changed. I'm not gonna lie. I was driving the other day. Rick Ross song came on. They was singing. I'm like, the fuck you singing this song for?
Yeah.
And I know his lyrics. I just won't sing them.
Nah, I ain't gonna lie.
But
I like
he
the
can
first
rap, though.
album, but
He can rap, but I just don't like him.
It ain't even not like it. Just I don't know. Like I said, I can be opinionated about myself. You just heard me rip my own music apart. So my thing is, Ross just it never caught me.
You feel like you got a catalog now? Do you feel like you have a song that you can listen to over and over now?
Hell yeah.
Is that a goal? Was that a goal for you going to this project? Rather,
no. It's just the growth. And I ain't gonna lie, like personal, you know, since I never switched up to like do music, because I've been offered to like ghostwrite and all kind of shit. But since I always stuck with just, you know, being me, it's finally paying off now. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, I done went through certain shit. So, you know, it kind of helped me a little bit. You know what I'm saying?
This product you just dropped, right?
Yeah.
I haven't heard it all the way through. I've heard the songs I dropped from it, whatever, and stuff like that, right? But I know it mean a lot because I see how you promote, and you don't, like I said, you don't do the social media, but I see how you promote it, and you promote it from a genuine place of happiness, like, yo,
yeah,
almost like it's like you got a checklist of everything you was wanting to do, and you're doing it with this project, right?
Yeah,
which is funny because that's what you just said a while ago.
Yeah,
with this project, it was a lot of pain because you lost people.
Yeah, most definitely.
But you know, this project is probably dedicated to some of the people you lost.
Yeah,
kind of use your art to kind of speak to them.
Yeah, but see, I ain't want to give out that type of energy, so I mixed it up. You know what I'm saying? Like it's way more up tempo than you know what I'm saying, than you would think. But no, it's most definitely. You know what I'm saying?
I want to start with your grandma. This is the same grandma you grew up with.
No, this is my mom. Yeah.
And what was y'all relationship like?
Shit, man. But my grandma, listen. On everything I love, I got a song on the album called 444. That was my grandma's address. All right. So that shit crazy. I don't even really like to go back home because like my grandma's house, like that was like my safe haven. Like nigga, when we be on the road, I had to have a go to Atlanta for coast to coast or anything. I be quick to tell Mario, Kyrie. I be quick to tell everybody, Freddie, anybody that fuck with me. Know if we go to Atlanta, we ain't gotta worry about nowhere to stay. We gonna pull up at my grandma's house. I ain't gotta call her till I'm getting off the motherfucking exit. Like grandma, I'm finna pull up. It don't matter who with me. Long live see, it don't matter who with me. She fit to feed you. She fit to tell you where to cover it. Real shit, you know what I'm saying? Like my grandma country, she country, you know what I'm saying? She from Alabama, you know what I'm saying? So the hospitality, like crazy. Like story, this is what I was gonna fit to tell. Kyrie, bro. He was goddamn came to my grandma's house and we smoking. Like this has been years ago. You know what I'm saying? I ain't trying to get nobody fired or nothing. Like, we were teenagers, you know what I'm saying?
Got you.
Like I ain't trying to put you on blast, bro. But we were still teenagers, but it was a long time ago. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, he's just bumming with weed. My grandma and my mom, they in the room with us and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I see him over there just like looking crazy and shit. So I'm like, bro, fire that weed up, bro. He's like, bro, you know, he looking at my grandma. He don't want to say nothing. I'm like, bro, fire that weed up. You know what I'm saying? So he looking. I said, grandma, tell that man to fire that weed up, man. So she's my baby, fire that weed up. Ain't nobody worried about that. She talking about, I would smoke it with you, but I'll be going to bed. You know what I'm saying? I had, like, my grandma was like, she was like, I don't know, bro. She was the glue, but she was like a real mother nature, bro. Like she worked at daycare for over 20 years and still come home to a house full of grandkids. You know what I'm saying? Like shit, my grandma kept her house just for us. Like she would have went back to Alabama, but like I ain't gonna lie, my grandma's house, nigga, that's where my brother to this day, my cousin. I got 2 cousins and a brother in the chain gang right now, missing grandma. But at the same time, now they don't even know where they gonna parole out to, nigga. That was the house everybody parole out to. You know what I'm saying? Like real life shit. You know what I'm saying? So. But nah, grandma, get her Bud Light, bro. Get her little 30-pack Bud Light, bro. She gonna cook. My grandma was the only one I ate. I'm picky on food, bro. But my grandma was the only person, whatever she cooked, I eat. You know what I'm saying? From Simon's. You know what I'm saying? We even be fucking with it. Like, girl, you got some mystery meat in the motherfucker? Because she country in here. Like, her slogan is, you gonna get full. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
she might make some old country shit, bro. You know, like rice and
That's funny.
fish. And like
mystery meat.
Yeah. Hey, for real, though. But yeah, no, man. Goddamn. Yeah, bro.
So I know this one gonna be a little bit deeper because I mean, not deeper because I can't say that, but I know that it's heartfelt because I felt it from social media, just from people posting. I know he met a lot of people. Losing Carl, like,
Yeah.
were you in Augusta? Like, were you in Augusta?
Yeah. That's why I said, yeah. I was working at US Battery.
Damn.
Yeah. I was in Augusta.
If you can't,
I've been back for a minute.
You can't like describe to me like y'all relationship one, and then describe me your relationship real quick. Like, what was y'all?
All right. Well, I get to tell you in the podcast. You gotta go listen to 365 on the album. Then.
Okay, bet.
Definitely. Yeah.
No, I like that. Like plug the song.
Yeah.
And then send me that. Well, I'll get it afterwards.
Yeah.
But
But man, I met Carl. Ninth grade at Butler, dog. I ain't even gonna lie. What's crazy? I didn't know him. He didn't know me. But we just kept catching each other coming down the stairs, bro. And we just ended up finding our ways, dapping each other up to the point where after a while we just started having like a class together. Excuse me. Or anything. And we just got tight, bro. And man, that was my dog. We used to skip school, but we wasn't even on no hot shit. Well, you know. No,
I know.
It wasn't like, bro, we like me saying skip school, like I ain't gonna put that image out like, oh, I was just out there. Like, I ain't gonna lie, bro. Sometimes me and bro just skip school and go hoop. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, we ain't really do too much, you know, it wasn't all like that. But we definitely like, yeah, that was my partner, you know what I'm saying? And I went to Atlanta. He ended up going to Benedict. But we both end up like back down here type shit, you know what I'm saying? And we been tight since school, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like his daughter, like my goddaughter and shit. Like we been tight, bro. Like they're my people. So
I mean, it's hard to ask this question, but like what was that day like for you? Like was it out the blue? Like you know what I'm saying? Like,
man, hell yeah, bro. I'll never forget the day, bro. It was September 23rd, dog. I was at work. This when I was working at US Battery, and I was working like crazy. When I say crazy, just my shift was crazy. I was going to work like 2:00 in the morning type shit. You know what I'm saying? But I was getting off at 2 in the daytime type shit.
Yeah.
So I was working some shit like that. So I went on break, dog, and I couldn't have my phone and shit. So I went on break, man, and I grabbed my phone. I'm talking about that bitch like it lit. So my boy Freddie, he had text me. And he was like, bro, I forgot. He's like, bro, Carl got shot, bro. Some shit like, bro, it was just something like Carl did or some shit, bro. And I ain't gonna lie, like I seen it, but I ain't really wanna, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I called, either I called Balin or Balin called me. And he asked me, he was like, shit, you heard what happened to bro or whatever? So I'm like, what you talking about? So he was like, shit, you know, whoop, bro. I'm like, damn. So, you know, I fucked with him and I was shocked. So I said like the dumbest shit in the world. I was like, bro, stop playing. You know what I'm saying? But you know, that was just like my reaction. So shit, bro, I hung the phone up, bro. And shit, bro, I ain't even gonna lie. I was on break outside, like in the smoking area. So I just fell to the ground, bro. Like that shit really broke me down, like right there. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it's all good. But yeah, that shit hurt, boy. Long live C.
Definitely, man. What? How do you think he would feel about this project you got? Because he was just a big supporter of you too. So like,
man, I ain't gonna lie. That's really like, it's really bittersweet. Like even with the billboard, bro. Like I was so amped up about the motherfucker, dog. So the first day, as soon as I rolled down the hill and seen it, like I just teared up. Like it didn't even hit the same no more. Like to this day, it been up for like 4 days, bro, and I still can't. When I look at it, I ain't processed nothing from the music side of it yet. Like I have so much more emotions about that sign than I ever imagined. Like I pulled up to the sign, bro, went out my way to get some cigars, smoke a blunt to just look at it the day after that morning. I got up early morning.
On the billboard, tell people like what is it? It's a billboard of what and who's on
it?
it?
It's my album cover, man. It's my album cover. You know what I mean?
And you got You got Carl on there. You
Yeah,
got your
it got
grandma
Carl
on
on here. It got my daddy's side on here. It got my grandma in the middle. It got her address 444. And it got me and Kyrie. Like I said, if it wasn't for Kyrie, you know what I'm saying? Like that was my boost for the music. Like every picture on here means something. You know what I'm saying? So you got me and Kyrie in the corner. Then you got my grandma's address. Then you got my grandma in the middle. And you got C right there. And then my daddy's side. Like everything means something. You know what I'm saying?
That's dope, man.
Yeah, yeah.
So how would you describe the project and the title of it? Like what the title?
L.I.E. No Mercy. Like I said, Kyrie. When I was with Kyrie, that's the brand. That's the label. Kyrie label is L.I.E. Loyalty is everything. It's on my neck. On one side. One on my grandma on one side. But yeah, it's on my neck. L.I.E. Loyalty is everything. And No Mercy is like, I don't gang bang and no shit like that. But I ain't gonna lie, like, No Mercy is like a little family thing we got. You know what I'm saying? So it's some shit that, you know, it's some family shit. So I just put that shit together.
It kind of makes sense because
L.I.E. No Mercy. You
everything is family based.
Yeah, everything. Yeah, so I just put everything together. Like I said, it was like really more paying homage. You know what I'm saying? So
you mentioned something earlier, and I wanted to get to it before we get out. I would definitely mention cause I think you're talented. You got good music.
Yeah.
And I know you was speaking to somebody, and they were saying that your music probably would do more if you did gang bang. If you, I think it was gang bang something else or something you said.
Yeah.
But,
Oh no, or like just have the money everywhere.
Flash money.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
But I'm not gonna lie, like I think that my attraction to the music comes from you not doing those things.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
I think if you did it, I wouldn't even click a link. Cause me personally, and not saying that it was like, oh, that's not him. It's just the fact that everybody's doing it.
It's cliche. It's cliche. That's the
And-
approach I've been trying to take with my videos.
But what's your? I don't know. My thought process on that is like I do understand it because I think it's true. I think it's a true statement for certain people. Like they'll blow up because they got gang banging ties and that and third, right? But I also feel like you gotta be true to the music, you know? Like,
most
I
definitely.
prefer that. So I prefer you not to do that if that's not what you do.
Mm-hmm.
People that gang bang, I'm not gonna lie, I like the music. I like King Von, I like Dirk, and I ain't gonna lie, I like their music. But I also know that they live a certain lifestyle or lived a certain lifestyle.
Yeah, most definitely.
So I like the music, but I don't want nobody that's not in that life. You know what I'm saying? Like I won't feel it. I ain't gonna feel it. So, but I do get it, and I wonder why is that. I wonder why it's like you have to be attached to that particular lifestyle because you could, and you know, like I know, you can be in the street and not be in the game.
Yeah, most definitely.
Honestly, actually, kind of harder for somebody who's not in the game because you ain't got no minions.
Yeah, hell no.
But the ones that really up under you, that really loyal to you. You know what I'm saying? With the gang, it's like you can hide behind that because you could not be nobody.
Yeah.
You could not be nobody.
Yeah. Nah,
and look like somebody because you in the game.
Hey, most definitely. But they got to set up like that. That's the world. That's the world, though.
You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. No disrespect to like people like Lil Wayne, but I feel like even he blew up when he started saying he was a blood. I'm not saying he wasn't good.
Yeah.
But that oh, he got that red flag like them. Like, oh, he must be
Yeah.
He happened to be a good rapper too. But I do feel like a lot of times when you attach that to an artist, they shoot up for some reason.
Yeah.
Oh, he attached to this. I bet shoot up. I like this is off tangent, but I like Nipsey not because he was a neighborhood crip, whatever, but because I think he made me like them more for some reason. Like I feel like I liked him. I said, well, damn, are all Crips like that?
Yeah.
You know, so it's like the opposite for me.
Exactly.
And I knew neighborhood Crips, but I didn't know all of them was gonna be like that. But I was like, damn, they all kind of stand for something. You know, they all not just. So it depends. It just I'm saying gang bang got his perks and not, but I think when somebody said it to you, I kind of see it because in here, you have to have some kind of, where you from Sunset, where you from Southside, where you from the bottom, you know.
Yeah,
if you say anything on this side of town, like, oh, you're not about that lifestyle. You're from Pepper Ridge, you can't. It's like, everybody be everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Everybody from everywhere.
Shit, nah, for real.
So, or they lying, either one. So, but I do wonder that, like, from the music side, like, why we can't just process the music first and then determine if we like the person or like their music. It shouldn't be, oh, he from here, listen to this. Yeah. But that's really how it go. Yeah. Even if somebody from New York, somebody from Miami, somebody from Houston, New Orleans, like, oh, I got this West Coast artist, listen to this person, he sound like this person. Yeah. So it's like, I got this person, oh, he a blood, he sound like this person, listen to this. That's kind of how you sell somebody, but I prefer it to be like, listen to this, or who that? Like your cousin, he was rapping. Yeah. I prefer that. Like somebody throw music on, and they're like, who this? Yeah. That's what I like. That's how I like to hear music, you know? So, but yeah, man, I think that with this project you got going on, especially how you promoting it, I feel like, I know you meant for it to be farewell, but I feel like the reception you getting from the project.
Oh no, it's
you
definitely.
It's
I ain't even gonna lie. Like shit, me and my boy, we already been talking. Like shit, it's really almost time to be working on something else.
Definitely,
You know what I'm saying? Like
even if I mean, and bigger and better things too. Like, you know.
And I got music still. So you know, even there ain't nothing but like an EP. But I ain't gonna lie, I'm really just trying to tap these videos, man, and you know, play the marketing game well, man. Like, you know.
Well, I don't know if you into this. I know you say you kind of shy away from the bars and stuff, but I do got this thing I be doing every once in a while, and we can set up. I'm trying to set up. I've been trying to put a platform for Augusta where every artist can't do an interview. Yeah. Every artist don't speak, but every artist story ain't important. Ain't important. It's important.
Yeah.
But every artist story ain't interesting.
Yeah.
You know. So I can't sit down for an hour with every artist.
Yeah.
What I can do, I can sit down with an artist for 5 to 10 minutes, talk about something real quick, throw a beat on, let them rap.
Yeah.
But what happens is everybody ain't talented enough to put their pen to that paper.
Yeah.
If it's something you're ever interested in, let me know. Because I set it up. And I'm the type of person, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't saying I'm a have to freestyle. No, write something to a beat. Let me know a beat to play, set it up. I just like that. I think that essence of
be
rap
dope.
need to come back. And I like to have it here. I had one person do it.
Yeah.
2 people do it. Had 2 artists do it.
Okay.
Not street artists at all.
Okay.
Both did their thing.
Yeah.
One did 2 beats.
Yeah.
And you can feel the pain in him rap. I'm gonna tag you in it.
Yeah.
You can feel the pain in him rapping. I was like, damn, I gotta do more of these. But I feel like what happens is artists, they get a little timid.
Yeah.
When they see an artist like that do it, like, damn, you know what? He ain't getting that much traction, but that was fire what he did.
Yeah.
If I go up there and I'll show him, then it's gonna make them look a certain way.
Yeah.
But I do feel like that's the truest form of rap to me. Like,
oh yeah, hell yeah.
Throwing that beat on and getting to it.
Oh yeah. It's
so
crazy.
I want to see more of those.
Say that because people like that. Like
I love
if you got too much, no, I'm talking about how you say about the trash, and people like if you got too much trash and they feel like they won't, you know, so
definitely. And people, it's competition. So, and I'm not gonna lie, you gotta protect your name. Sometimes you like as an artist, you be true to yourself too. Like, you know when you're not better than certain artists. But if you ahead of them a little bit, sometimes they try to distance y'all. So like, nah, don't come close to me because you too good. You better than me. I don't want anybody to know that yet. You know what I'm saying? So I respect both sides of it, but I feel like
I ain't gonna lie, that's I'm gonna say it. That's how I feel. I feel like a lot of people don't. I feel like a lot of people don't fuck with me because they feel like I'm more talented than them.
And I think that's a common thing, though. That's common in anything, not even just rap, but in general. Like, it's common when somebody feel like you're a threat to their name. But I also feel like this, and maybe because I'm comfortable with what I do. I personally feel like no matter what I'm doing or what somebody else is doing, like, nobody's gonna do it how I'm doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Whether they do it better or not, I'm doing it Jermaine's way, and that's how I'm doing it, you know. So somebody podcast better than me, and I'm still going to have them on. I'm still going to show them, still going to give them the tutorial, help them out, share their stuff, be on a podcast. I don't care. You can podcast better than me. I don't give a damn.
For one, I don't know why it's competition, bro. Because how many like you not on a daily basis, but think about it. You probably listening to 50 different rappers if we really had to sit here and think about like, oh yeah. I ain't say they gotta be your favorite. You know what I'm saying? But if you be like, okay, I'll listen to him. You could do that with 50 different artists, bro. So that's all I'm saying, bro. Everybody can eat. You know, I don't know why people be in competition, bro. Even like with you, bro, like platforms is growing. You know, podcast platforms is growing, bro. I know niggas who drive trucks or be on the road all day, bro. They don't listen to no fucking music. They ride around listening to podcasts. You know what I'm saying? And they listen to more than one. You know what I'm saying? So, and
like you just said, to kind of close that out too, is like, I listen to a lot of Philly artists, right? So I listen to Lethal Ward a lot. I like Lethal Ward. And I might hear a song with him and somebody else that I don't know that person. I'll go listen to that person. That person is fire. But I still listen to Lethal Ward. I don't like, now I listen to Lethal Ward no more. I listen to him still. Like,
that's what I'm saying. Yeah.
That brought me to that person.
You know exactly. I do that all the time too, man.
Now my car is full of Philly artists. I'm like, all these niggas is nice. Why nobody know about them? It's just how it go. I'm not like, you know, or only like him and that's it. No, that's silly. That's silly, man. But yeah, man, tell people where they can find you at, you know what I'm saying? Tell people like what you got going on, what you got coming up. Tell about you, man.
Well, right now, man, on YouTube, man, go watch Connected, the video. It's a movie, man. I don't think nobody did that. Man, shout out to everybody who came to the video too, man. Couldn't did it without y'all. Part 2. And L.I. Mercy, the album is out now.
Quick question: you think you still got it in basketball? You still go play? You still do a little something? I seen you had a video shoot and you playing basketball.
Man, I ain't gonna lie. If if I work on getting in shape, hell yeah, I still got
It's
it.
the shape part.
Yeah,
I be so
yeah.
winded. I be too winded.
What?
I'm
Hey,
too winded.
yeah, I ain't gonna lie, but yeah. I know they're gonna get mad, but I was the best player on the floor.
I can see that.
Yeah, most definitely.
Niggas was trash. I can see that. Nigga was trash.
It was a good game. It was a test, but if I get in shape, I be telling Fred all the time, like, bro, if I get in shape, bro, I really might can go to G League, like real shit.
Hey man, tell people something like if not anything else, what do you want them to get from your music, this project, just from you as an artist? What do you expecting fans, listeners, to get / appreciate from your music?
Man, appreciate. I want to find another artist to use, like, cause I really don't want to use like T.I. because I done got so many, as far as like, the comparison and shit, but and not like I rap like them, but they say I sound like T.I., but we just come from like close to the same place. You know what I'm saying? So, but I would say, man, the versatility, you know what I'm saying? Like the growth, the pain, and I think, man, good music, man, to be real. I mean, I don't know, it's a good project and it means something, you know what I'm saying?
What do you want from the people, like with your music, your project, as far as feedback, as far as like just the reception wise, like what is it you want from them? What you want them to see from the project?
Shit, man. I just want them to listen. Like, I ain't even gonna lie. I feel like I did everything the right way by making the project. So I feel like if they listen, everything else gonna take care of itself. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you really, you know what I'm saying? I truly believe that. And I'm not trying to be cocky or nothing, but like, I really believe, like I done called certain people, like, during the process when I was putting the playlist together. Like, I just kept calling people and I asked them, because my brother, he had told me some shit. I had two people tell me, they was like, bro, Trap Beezy was hard, dog. They was like, because when I told them I was gonna drop another project, they was like, bro, Trap Beezy was hard. And well, yeah, when you get a chance, go back and listen to Trap Beezy too. But I dropped that last year. So he was like, Trap Beezy was hard. I don't think you can top it. So I called him when making the playlist and shit. And I ain't gonna lie, at first, I make music in a weird way. So during the process of making my music, I didn't put it together as a project. I was just making music. And then after a while, I looked up and I was like, oh shit, I got this many songs. Like, shit, it's time to start putting the album together. Because at first I thought the shit was gonna be sad because it's so much shit that didn't make the album. Because I was very focused on the tempo. Because like I was like, well, I don't want everybody, be like, oh, this shit sad and depressed. So, and then being that I dropped part 2 before the album dropped, it kind of helped me because it kind of already let me know like what people like, and like that song like really like, and that's not even like one of my favorites, but I ain't gonna lie, yeah, it's almost like like that's one song that we fit to just double back and just like keep pushing that song, you know what I'm saying? Because even from the audio on YouTube, like that song look like it don't even supposed to be on the album. Like the song got almost at 1,000 views talking about the audio, you know what I'm saying? And my next song behind that probably like at 100, you know what I'm saying? So it's definitely doing something. So man, I just feel like the work and shit gonna take care of itself, you know what I'm saying? Like
definitely, man, definitely.
And
but definitely, man, I appreciate you coming through. I wish you, much success, of course. Keep grinding, keep doing your thing.
Oh yeah,
keep staying grounded, and definitely stay true to yourself. You know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah, you got to, man. You got to, man. There's a lot of distractions, so
I already know it, man.
I feel like I'm gonna let you go, but I'm a big believer on half of the shit we go through is self-inflicted. I hate, you know what I'm saying? Like people be trying to goddamn say like, damn, bro, that fucked up what happened to him or that fucked. But the smallest shit, bro, we can do to avoid shit, and we don't. And then when shit get out of hand, we blame it on life. But I'm telling you, bro, it's only that 30% chance. Like them innocent babies and stuff like that. We can't control that. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, half the time,